white cliffs where the sea roars loud, where wind cuts sharp through iron cloud. Arkona stood above the tide, a holy hill, the gods inside.
There rose the hall of sacred oak, where fate was read and war was spoke. No cross stood there, no foreign sign, but ancient law and will divine.
He sees all sides, he speaks no lie. Where others fall, his banners fly. Świętowid, judge of war's demand, with sword and horn in sacred hand. He grants the win, he marks the slay, and turns the wheel of loss and gain.
The white horse walked before his shrine, no rider touched that sacred spine. Its steps foretold the coming day, if war would win or fade away.
The horn was filled with sacred meat, to test the gods, to read the need. If drink had fallen, doom was near. If fool remained, the gods stood clear.
Yet not of war alone he stood, but guarded also field and food. The grain grew tall beneath his side, the barns were full by sacred right.
For war that starves will always fail, and peace needs strength in every scale. The sword and harvest shared one throne, by Świętowid's fourfold
Four-faced Lord of blade and grain, of blood and field and harvest plain. He
stayed in Slavic heart.
Temples fall and tales grow old. In war's first cry and final stand, his shadow guards the fading land.
As long as waves strike Arkona stone, and names are whispered half unknown, Świętowid stands unbroken true. With fourfold sight the ages through.
The sea remembers